Today, let's dive into the absolutely incredible story of Madam C.J. Walker. We're talking about a woman who didn't just stumble upon success, she literally manufactured it, becoming America's first female self-made millionaire against, well, every odd imaginable. Her life is a true masterclass in building a legacy from the ground up.
And her own words just capture her mindset perfectly. Did you catch that? She doesn't say she was promoted. She says she promoted herself into the business. That one little phrase, that's the key to understanding everything about her. She was always the one writing her own next chapter.
I mean, her early life was just one crushing blow after another. She was born on a cotton plantation in Louisiana, the first in her family born free, but then she was orphaned by age 7. She was forced into a marriage at just 14 to escape abuse, and by the time she was 20, she was already a widow with a little girl to support all on her own.
So this is the moment where, for most people, the story might just end. She's working these grueling hours as a laundress, making barely enough to survive, and all that physical and emotional stress, well, it took a serious toll. It led to a personal crisis that, amazingly, would become the very spark for her greatest triumph.
So what was the crisis? It was deeply personal. She started losing her hair. Now, this was a really common problem for Black women back then, and there were basically no good solutions available. But here's where her genius really shines through. Where other people just saw a problem, she saw a massive, untapped market. She took what she knew from her barber brothers and, famously, a formula that she said came to her in a dream, and she turned her own struggle into a huge business opportunity.
And this is where she puts that vision into action. She packs up her entire life and moves to Denver with, get this, $1.25 to her name. That's it. It was this enormous leap of faith, a conscious choice to just leave it all behind and build something brand new, from absolutely nothing.
And with a new life comes a new identity, right? So Sarah Breedlove becomes Madam C.J. Walker. And listen, this was so much more than a name change. It was a brilliant act of branding. By calling herself Madam, she instantly put herself on the same level as those fancy, respected female pioneers of the French beauty world. It wasn't just a name, it was a whole persona that screamed authority and expertise right from the start. So, how did she actually build this empire? Well, it started with pure, old-fashioned hustle. She went door to door, selling her wonderful hair grower and doing live demos in churches and community halls to prove that this stuff actually worked. But the real stroke of genius was the next step. She didn't just sell to women, she recruited them, trained them, and created this huge national network of Walker agents. She was building a community around her business.
Just let that number sink in for a second. By 1917, she had trained nearly 20,000 women. And these weren't just employees, they were independent businesswomen, many of them escaping these backbreaking jobs as domestic workers or farmhands. She wasn't just building a company, she was engineering a pathway to financial freedom for a whole generation of women.
And just look at the real-world impact here. A woman working in domestic service might, if she was lucky, make $2 a week. But a successful Walker agent? She could earn up to $25. That's more than 10 times as much. This wasn't just a job, it was a ticket to a completely different kind of life. See, she wasn't just selling hair products, she was selling economic independence.
But for Madam Walker, the wealth was never just about her. It was a tool for change. She became this major philanthropist and activist. She was funding scholarships, donating huge sums to the NAACP's anti-lynching campaign, building community centers. She really understood that her success gave her a profound responsibility to lift up her entire community.
And this quote, it's the very essence of her legacy, isn't it? It's the entire philosophy that took her from being an orphaned laundress to a millionaire icon. She never, ever waited for a door to open for her. She saw a wall, and she figured out how to build her own door right through it.
Madam Walker's story is so much more than just history. It's a blueprint. It teaches us that our circumstances are not our destiny. They're just the raw materials for the legacy that we choose to build. She saw a problem and she created an opportunity. So the question she kind of leaves for all of us is this: what opportunity will you create?